Hello and a very good morning to all of you. Good morning, Kavya. So, shall we start the today's session? Shall we start the today's session? Good morning, Raj Martand. Good morning, Shok. Good morning, Vinod, and good morning, Mahesh. Good morning, Legend. Good morning, Kavya. Good morning, Devendran. Good morning, Isi. Good morning, Neetu. Good morning, Sajna. Good morning, Shiva. Good morning, Priya. Good morning, Gangada. Good morning, Srinu. Good morning, Kavirasu. Okay, shall we start the session? Good morning, Ejaz. Okay, so in this session we are going to discuss current affairs of September 2nd, 2023. So here we are going to see the articles which are relevant from UPSC and even state public service examination point of view. And even if you are preparing for other SSC examinations also, this current affairs will be very helpful. So one thing here is, so most of the articles in today's newspaper are political articles. So there is no need of reading all those them. And most of the articles in editorials are the repeated one regarding inflation, regarding LAC like that. So there is no need of reading those articles also. Just you have to revise what are the things that we have studied already. Okay. Hey, good morning, Ashwin, Satya, Indra, Hemant, and Mohan Krishnan. Okay. So the first topic in our first page is government panel to study simultaneous polls to LS and state assemblies. So what is the keyword in this article? So here we have to focus on this simultaneous polls, or we can see simultaneous elections, or this concept is also called as one nation, one poll. So how many of you know about this simultaneous election? So what is the meaning of that? Yeah, good morning Shrinu, good morning Triple, good morning Vijay, good morning Ramvel. Yeah, hi Basraj. Yes, tell me. So what is the meaning of simultaneous election? So what do you know about this? Because this article is at most important from your polity GS paper 2 point of view. And here you can expect a mains based question. And regarding electoral reforms, you can get prelims based question. Yes, tell me, what is this elections? Good morning, Hannah. Good morning, Legend. Conducting state and Lok Sabha elections at the same time. Very good, Mohan Krishnan. Good morning, Moinuddin. Yes, very good, Ramvel Selvan. That is, local assembly and general elections will be held at simultaneously. Okay. Yes, very good, Priya. Election for Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly held on the same day. Yes, what will be the possible advantages if you are going for the simultaneous elections? So, what are the advantages? Yes, sir, what are the advantages? Yeah, good morning, Harish. We can decrease the expenditure. And next one is low cost. Next. Yes, we can reduce expenditure. So many of them are saying only that point. Next. Good morning, Shruti. You are late. We can save time, okay. we can save time. Next, yes, we can also ensure there will be less corruption. Next, yes, we can also reduce burden on officials. Yes, so that we can focus on development. Yes, very good point. We can focus on development. It is also even convenient for people. Next, we can also decrease freebies. Next, hello Sheikh. Next, people will also get awareness. Next, yes, we can go for simple campaigning during this elections. So these are some possible advantages regarding the simultaneous elections. So on another side, we are also having challenges. So what are the challenges or issues regarding implementation of simultaneous elections in India? Yes, voters percentage, voters turnout will be also increased. That is also one important advantage of the simultaneous election. Very good, Priya. Hey, good morning, Sukanya. So here we have some challenges. So if you want to conduct Lok Sabha and Assembly elections together, so we need lot of manpower. And whatever the technology we are having is not much updated technology. Even we need lot of infrastructure like voting machines, etc. Right? And even arrangement will be very tough. And even there will be also incidents like ballot rigging may happen. Right? So sometimes there is a conflict between central government and state government. So as you all know that in the states they have the government will be formed for the 5 years. So what if some countries are coming up with ending of that 5-year period, but in some states they will be in the starting stage or after 2 years or 3 years. So because of this, states they may not accept with center to go with this simultaneous elections. So this is also one important issue. Okay, so now let us see this article in detail, and as I said, this is very important. Okay, so please be focused. So if you are getting bored, so please let me know. In between we will be having the practice questions, and if I am fast, so please let me know that also, so that I can go slow. And meanwhile try to make the notes also, okay? So the first important article, it is about simultaneous elections. So now why it is in news? Because now our central government said that we are going to come up with a committee, and that committee will be seeing into the issues regarding simultaneous elections in our country. Okay, so this committee will be saying like whether it is feasible for India to go with simultaneous elections or not. So in this we are going to see positives and negatives. So based on this, the report will be given by this so and so committee. So because of this is the news. And if you see further regarding the simultaneous elections, so this simultaneous elections, they are also called as one nation, one election system, or one nation, one poll system. So if you're talking about the current electoral system in India, so we have normally separate elections for Lok Sabha and Assembly, and we have elections for assemblies will be conducted within a gap of 5 years. That means when the tenure of this lower house or state government concludes, or either them is dissolved prematurely. Sometimes what happens, so whenever government is losing the confidence, okay, ruling government is ruling party in power which is losing the confidence, means they have to go for dissolving, right? So sometimes what happens, state assemblies before completion of 5 years also they will be go for concluding of the government within the 5 years, that is prematurely. So because of this there is no exact time like when this Lok Sabha elections will be there and when this state legislative assembly elections will be there. So normally for 2 to 3 states we can see there will be elections. So upcoming elections in which states? So upcoming legislative assemblies are seen in which and which states? Do you know about this? This year, where we are going to see elections, in which states? Ma'am, screen not visible clearly, so please increase the resolution in your settings in your phone. Yes, in Telangana, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh. Okay. Yeah, good morning, Srinivasan. Okay, so here one thing is clear that in some states elections recently conducted, and in this year we are going to have elections for some states. That means Lok Sabha elections and state legislative assembly elections, they are not going in hand on hand, right? So this is a problem. So because of this, so many committees recommended that we can go for conducting of simultaneous elections, that is one nation one election program. Okay, any more doubts? So what are the arguments in favor of this simultaneous elections? That means what are the advantages? So first one here is we can reduce the cost. So when we are going for elections that are conducting for Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly in the same time, we can reduce the cost so that we can decrease the burden on the exchequer. And also we can save time, labor and financial cost. And even we can also ensure the security persons, they should be present, and we have to ensure the proper movement of security persons to guard these polls, and even we have to focus on the state machinery as well. And this simultaneous elections will also boost voter turnout. That means here we are going to create an idea among the people that we are going to have elections only in one time in 5 years, right? So because of this we can also increase voters turnout. So any doubts? So how can it affect DPSP? It will not affect, right, Shiva? Yeah, good morning, Dream Big. And next one here is engagement of security forces. So when we are deploying the security forces, it's normally throughout the elections, and the frequent elections will take away the most of such a portion of armed police force that could otherwise be better deployed in other internal security purposes. So normally here, whenever there are elections, so we are recruiting these people for the guarding also, that is CRPF forces like that, right? So because of this, if we are having the one-time elections, means so on that day only we will be having this requirement of guards. So the rest of the time they can be deployed in the internal security operations. Yeah, good morning Subha. Good morning Venkat. Same time election is not possible because sometimes states governments fall down. Yes, that is a problem actually. That comes as a challenge. Okay, Mahesh? And if you see here, because of this simultaneous election, we can also see there will be some impact on the social fabric. So whenever there is any frequent elections which are happening, that means elections which will be happening frequently in the states, so that state will be having some problems like caste related problems, religion, communal issues. So they will be mainly seen, and because of this, some polarizing events they can also come into picture like casteism, communalism and corruption. So those will be improved or those will be increased in the society. So because of this casteism, communalism and corruption, so that will be having impact on the social fabric. So because of this, yes, we need simultaneous elections. And next one is regular elections hamper the delivery of essential services due to engagement of public servants, including large number of teachers in the election process. So after during the election process, so in the poll booths, so because of lack of manpower, so we'll be also taking the help from the school teachers, and we will be occupying the schools. So schools will be used as a polling booths, right? So if you are having simultaneous elections, then we can decrease the use of this power, and there will be no disruptions in education also. Okay? Any more doubts? Good morning, Sala. Yes, Sukanya, very good. And next, what are the arguments against? That means what are the challenges? So if you see challenges, we need lot of manpower. So one of the important cause of concern here is, so this simultaneous polling is that of constitutional glitches and anti-federal consequences. So here what happens, so many people who are politicians and even who are the renowned teachers like that, so they will be saying that if you're going with this simultaneous elections, so that is leading to this constitutional glitches and anti-federal consequences. Because if you see here, whenever there is no confidence motion which passed, means yes, government need to resign, right? So at that time there is a need of formation of new government. So what if you are going for this simultaneous election, if there is constitutional machinery breakdown, right? So this is one of the issue which is mainly said by politicians, and it is requiring lot of manpower and machinery. So we do not have that much machinery to conduct elections once in entire our country. So this is also one important problem. And next one is, even opposition parties, they argued that deliberations will have adverse effect on federal nature of on our political system. So actually if you are talking about issues that is faced by any country, so we have center and we have states. So what are the problems faced by nation or the center, they will come under national issues, and inside the state they have state issues. Right? So now opposition party says that, so whenever you are going for the simultaneous elections, so it will have adverse impact. Okay, because it is going to affect the federal nature of political system. And why? Because the national issues and the state issues are different in nature. So because of that, yes, it is having impact on the federal nature of our system. And here the national election is dominated by issues about national interest, and here state elections, they are going to deal with the local issues. So whenever we are going for the simultaneous elections, so national issues may dominate the state issues. So this is also one cause of concern. And even we require lot of technology, okay, and for announcement of results also it will be taking a lot of time, and even there will be no possible accountability also if you are going for the simultaneous elections. So I hope you can see the question on the screen. It is about, examine whether simultaneous elections are better than frequent election. Discuss what are the various challenges for conducting simultaneous elections. So here we have two sub questions. So first one is, you have to see whether the simultaneous election is better or not, and wherever you are going to say yes, whenever you are saying yes, you have to give examples, and whenever you are saying no, also you have to give examples. And the second part here is, you have to write challenges. So what can you write in introduction? Yes, what can you write in introduction? So in this class, I am covering current affairs. I am giving you the practice questions for prelims, and I am giving time to think to you to get ideas, right? And I am also giving you the practice questions for mains, and I am also discussing the structure of the mains answer. So what do you want still? Yes, you can write about center and state relations, or you can write about what is the meaning of this simultaneous elections, or you can write why we need this simultaneous elections in introduction. And what you have to write, so what are the advantages of the simultaneous elections? And another question here is, you have to write the challenges that already I gave you, and finally you can conclude the answer based on your opinion whether the simultaneous elections are better or not. Okay? Is it clear? This is structure of answer. Yes, very good, Naga, Vagini. And also, if there is a possibility and if you have time, then you can write even what is the way forward. So like, we can upgrade our technology, so we can improve our manpower, so we can decrease the issues between center and states. Is it clear? Balaji, please increase your resolution in your mobile. Good morning, Vijay. So shall we move on? And next topic, it is about this image I found in first front page. So what this image depicts about? Tell me, what is this image depicting? To get material, you can join the Telegram channel where we will be sharing this PDF. Yes, tiger dance. Very good, Nagesh. So what is the name of that dance? Okay, Onam. Yes, this dance is performed in this Onam. Okay, don't know. Okay. Yes, tiger dance. Not Sita Kali. Sita Kali, it is about depicting Ramayana. Yes, Bhagini, very good. Pulikali. Yes, this image is Pulikali. So where we connect this Pulikali with in our UPSC syllabus? So Pulikali, it can be studied under art and culture, which comes under GS paper 1. And if you see any art form and architecture that you are going to see in your newspaper, that will become very important from your examination point of view. Okay. So if you say this, some facts regarding this Pulikali, it means leopard or tiger dance. So it is leopard or tiger dance. Here Kali means play in Malayalam. So Puli means leopard or tiger, and play means in Malayalam it is Kali means play. So normally we can say that is dance, tiger dance. So it is a recreational street folk art. So this is very important. It is a street folk art. So it is performed on the 4th day of Onam celebrations. So Onam, it is a festival. It is a harvest related festival, and this festival is celebrated in state of Kerala, and it is one of the big festival which is celebrated in state of Kerala. Am I right? Students from Kerala. Yes, what will you do on this festival? Like food items, like culture. And this one is this folk art is mainly practiced in Thrissur district of Kerala. So what is the main theme of this Pulikali? So it is about the tiger hunting with participants playing the role of tiger and a hunter. And here performers, they paint their bodies like tigers and hunters and dance on the streets to the beats of traditional percussion instruments like takil, udukku and chenda. So these are the instruments which are used for performing of this art. And it was introduced by Maharaja Rama Verma Saktan Tampuran. Okay, he was the then Maharaja of Cochin, and this point is also important from your state service examination. Okay. Yes, good Neetu, good Shruti. So these are some important points that you have to see from this article, and most of the times you can get prelims based question from this Pulikali. And now let us go back to our first page. So the first page, most of the articles are regarding your political thing, so that is not important, and I discussed about this dance form. And here there is one article that is scheduled caste student dies by suicide at IIT Delhi hostel, second incident in 2 months. So actually what happened, there is increased suicide cases. So what are the reasons for increasing of suicide cases in students who are studying in IITs? So I will try, Vijay. I'm asking about what are the reasons for the suicides of students in IITs. So this article we can connect from problems in higher education. So education is one of the important topics from our GS paper 2, right? So here you have to see what are the problems of higher education. So in this IITs and IIMs, so recently there is increased cases of suicide. So that is the one challenge that you have to also need to address. So here you have to know what are the reasons for the suicides. Yes, because of pressure, because of discrimination, because of economic conditions, because of mental harassment, ragging. Okay, so these are the reasons that led to the increasing of suicides. Caste based pressure will also seen, yes. Ragging, yes. Faculty pressures, yes. Good morning, Netra. Yes, failure in the examination is also one important cause. So you have to add these points in your mind so that whenever you are writing exam or answer regarding this type of questions, so that point should come in front of you, okay? Yes, now let us move on. So you can leave the city page. There is no need of seeing the city page. And you can directly move on to states page. So here you can see one image. So can you see one image here? So what it is related to? It is related to glue traps. So have you used this glue traps in your home? Anyone? Glue traps. Especially to catch mouse or rats. Have you used these glue traps? That means you will be having a sheet. On that sheet you will be seeing a thick gum which is there, and if you open the cover and if you place that in the corner of your home, so whenever rat is moving on that, so it will be stick to that. Yes, correct. So actually why it is in news, because now Arunachal Pradesh state bans rodent catching glue traps. Yes, rodents. Rodents comes under this category of rats, mouse, mice. So what happened nowadays? We are using those glue traps to trap these mouses in home. But here Arunachal Pradesh government, which have prohibited the state-wide manufacturing, sales of these glue traps for catching rats. Okay, because of people for ethical treatment of animals. So we have PETA Act. So this provisions of this PETA Act have been violated because of using of this glue traps. So because of this we are going for banning of this use of glue traps. So this is thing which mainly came up by state of Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, why? Because when we are using this glue trap, so the gum will be very strong. It will not allow that rodent to move. So because of this, here these small animals, they will be suffering a lot when they are trapped on these sticky boards. So because of this, they are going to be banning. Okay, is it clear? Ashwini, you can get notes in Telegram channel. So this is that article, and you can remember this as a case study. So recently you can say like Arunachal Pradesh government banned manufacturing sales of these glue boards because it is violating PETA. And you can move on to this editorial page. Oh yeah, before that you have to see this article, that is India's first solar observatory mission to be launched today. So the name of that solar observatory, so what is that mission name? Is Aditya L1. So we are going to have launch of this Aditya L1 soon. So we have to see whether it will be a success or not. So how much time it will be taking to enter into this Lagrange point? Lagrange 1. Yes, in the same way, so we are going to launch the satellite as we did for Chandrayaan, and again we have 5 maneuvers here. So after going into this 5 maneuvers, and it will be coming onto this L1 point. So this will be L1, and this side we have L2, and here we have Sun, and beyond this Sun we have L3 points, right? So these are the 3 Lagrange points, L3 here, L1 here, and L2 there. So after 5 maneuvering, so it will be placed in this L1 position. Is it clear? So now let us see this topic in detail, and this topic is important from your science and technology, and here you can expect both prelims and mains based question regarding this topic. Am I clear? You are asking about this newspaper, Ashwini, but we are not going to provide any newspaper PDF because it will come under copyright infringement. Yes, at the 60 degrees we have this L4 and L5. Very good, Kavya. So here you have to see some facts regarding this mission, like so what are the aims and which vehicle we are using for launching of this Aditya L1. So those points that you have to remember. So it is the first solar observatory mission, and the name here is Aditya L1, and we are using this polar satellite launch vehicle, that is PSLV. So this PSLV is called as workhorse of ISRO. So one question for you students is, we have GSLV and we have PSLV. So why PSLV is called as workhorse of ISRO? Let me know fast. So why PSLV is called as workhorse of ISRO? Do you know about this point? Why this PSLV is called as workhorse of ISRO? Because of their speed payload. Okay, do research and let me know in the tomorrow's class, or else I will be discussing about this in our doubt clearing session on Monday at 7 p.m. So you will be getting the notes of this format, that is in this flowchart format you get notes, Ashwini, but we are not going to provide you the Hindu PDF. Is it clear? Yes, if you see some details given in this article, it says that, so we are using PSLV C57 for this Aditya L1 mission. So it is called as workhorse launch vehicle. So PSLV is called as workhorse launch vehicle. And this Aditya L1 will be staying in the earth bounded orbits for 16 days, and after that it will be undergoing like 5 maneuvers to reach this L1 position, and it will be taking around 110 days trajectory path. Okay, it will be taking around 110 days to enter into this path. And if you see the distance here, it will be around 1.5 million kilometers. So this distance is very important. So you have to remember this distance. So it will be your potential prelim statement. So you can see the changing of number like 2 million kilometer, 1 million kilometer. It will be 1.5 million kilometer away from the earth. And it will be like 1% of the distance between the earth and the sun. So this is also very important point. And the Aditya L1 payloads are expected to provide crucial information. So what are the information that we are going to get after the launch of this mission? So we are going to get details regarding the coronal heating. We can get details regarding this coronal mass ejection and pre-flare and flare activities. Okay, so these are the information that we are going to get after this L1 mission. And if you move forward, if you see some basic facts regarding this Aditya L1, so wherever I am giving information in these blocks which are filled with colors, that are important from the prelims point of view, and you have to mug up that data. Okay, so here L1, Aditya L1, it is the first space based Indian mission, it is regarding the study of sun. And we used here PSLV Excel launch vehicle. And let me know how many variants of PSLV are there. So it is Excel variant. So how many variants of this PSLV are there? So what is a halo orbit, Suji, right? So halo orbit is nothing but here we have sun, here we have earth. And if you see here different Lagrange points, here we have L1, here we have L2 and here we have L3. So this orbit where we have this Lagrange points, so this orbit is called as halo orbit. Is it clear? How to join Telegram channel, link is given in the description. If you click on that, you will be redirected to that page and you can join there. Is it clear, Suji? It is this halo orbit. So a satellite is placed in halo orbit around L1 point has major advantage of continuously viewing the sun without any occultations and eclipses. So what happened from sun? We will be getting solar flares, solar winds, and even the sun have the gravitational force and it have the gravitational force. So here we need to ensure that the gravitational force of the sun and earth is neutral for the operation of this satellite or this mission. So because of this, yes, we have some points where we can place the satellites to ensure the neutral gravity of sun and earth is there, right? So such points are called as Lagrange points. We have 5 points: L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, and we are using this L1 position to launch or to keep this Aditya mission. Is it clear? Okay, Pinky, thank you so much. Good morning, DB, Akash. What is a payload? Payload is nothing but the weight it is carrying. It is called as a payload. For example, this is rocket, right? This is our rocket. And here will be having fuel chambers, etc. So where we will be keeping our satellite will be there here. So this satellite which is present here is called as payload. Okay? Yes, we have 3 variants. Very good, Kavirasu. Good morning, Sharath. Okay, so this is the payload. And this mission which is also going to provide a greater advantage in observing solar activities like solar flares and solar winds. So how they are impacting the satellites, how they are impacting the solar system, or how it is going to have impact on the space weather in the real time, we can understand that. So this is some prelims question for practice. So you can see on the screen, right? So with reference to Aditya L1 mission, consider the following statements. So there are 3 statements given. So first one is, one of the primary goals of the mission, it is to study dynamics of solar atmosphere, including chromosphere and corona. Second one is, the Aditya L1 mission will enhance our understanding of how sun influences earth climate. And third one is, Aditya L1 mission will be placed in geosynchronous orbit around the earth. So here you have to identify which are the correct statements. So give me the answer. So let us try. So how you are going to solve this question. Good morning, Amal. Yes, Mahesh A, Santol A, Sathya 1 and 2, Priya A, Mohan B, Dream Big A, Kavya D, Harish A, Kavi A, Suji 1 and 2, Sukanya all, Prem Ravi 1 and 2, Gayatri 2, Neetu D, Lakshman Nanta A, Sajna A, Nagesh A, Prashant 1, Sangvi A, Balaji A, Shruti C. Shall I reveal the answer or will you try? Yes, tell me. What might be the answer? So all students, they didn't give the answer. So try to give the answer. Just it is like a try. So it is not your original examination, right? D. So correct answer here is A, 1 and 2 only. This third statement is wrong. Here we are placing it in L1, but we are not using geosynchronous orbit around the earth. Is it clear? So this is the answer for this question. And next topic is the many phases of Islamophobia. So here you have to focus on only one word, Islamophobia. So what is the meaning of that? Okay, Shruti and Neetu. So better luck next time. Yes, tell me what is the meaning of Islamophobia? Okay, prejudice against Islam or Muslims. Yes, Islam religion is concerned here. Yes, fear of Islam. Next, Islam violence. Yes, very good. So here you are not going to see what happened in which state and what is the issue, because if I deal with this, it will be becoming a controversy, and you will start like madam is like this, madam is saying like this, madam is creating like this communal violence, and next day police will be coming to me and they will be arresting me. So I'm not going to see the everything, the details which are given here, but here we are focusing on this word Islamophobia, because there is a chance of getting question regarding this Islamophobia because of issues which are going now in India. So just you have to know what is the meaning of this Islamophobia, that's it. So Islamophobia means nothing but, phobia is normally fear. Phobia means fear. So it refers to the fear and prejudice, discrimination and hate speech against Islam. For example, Muslims, they claim that they are facing negative stereotyping in the Western countries as exaggerated since 9/11 terror attacks. So after this 9/11 terror attacks, Muslims say that they are facing discrimination. Right? So in this way you can write some examples. So Islamophobia is nothing but it is a fear of prejudice, discrimination, hate speech against Islam. So what might be the impacts? So what will be the impacts if there is Islamophobia? So what will be the impacts? Think. Give some work to your brain to become activated. Yes, we can see there will be discrimination. Good, Neetu. It will lead to discrimination. Yes, it may also lead to communal violence, and there will be loss of communal harmony. Next, religious discrimination, law and order problem, instability, and we can see values will be diminished in the children of next generation. Okay, wrong image of Muslim to the world. Yes, killings and women violence will be also increased. Yes, internal security problem. Very good. So you have to think in this way. Yes, very good. Even that will lead to violation of constitutional provisions also. So where does this Islamophobia exist? So here Islamophobia manifests itself in public and private spaces where Muslims are viewed or suspect and unwelcome. So the societies where we are not accepting Muslims, so in that places we can see the existence of this Islamophobia. So even what happened recently in France also, here government said that we are going to ban the dress which is worn by the Muslims. We are not going to use that dresses. We are not going to allow the dresses to enter into the schools. And even hijab issue in India. So these are the two examples of this discrimination that is mainly seen. And this one is, it is evident that even local, state and at the national levels also there is alleged Islamic violence. Okay, so this is about this topic. Any doubt? Yes, very good, Kavya, good idea. Communal war in the future. And next topic is 7 years on mission to clean Ganga remains a work in progress. So how many of you know about this national mission on clean Ganga? So what is this national mission on clean Ganga? Anyone? So why? My question is, why we need to have this national mission on clean Ganga? Yes, cleaning of Ganga. So we need this scheme because of we have to clean river Ganga. Next, to develop tourism. Yes, very good. Next, under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, okay, it's wealth of our nation and culture to protect our holy river. Yes, very good, Shruti. Polluted water, yes, to improve water quality. Yes, it is also a national river, very good. So actually the issue here is there is increased pollution in this river Ganga. So whenever I am talking about pollution in the rivers, you can see two important things, which are the point sources, which are the non-point sources. So let me know which are the point sources and which are the non-point sources of pollution in river Ganga. So we have to protect habitats. Next, environmental growth can be focused, very good. So if you really like the video, please hit the like button. So if there are any suggestions also, I am ready to accept those. So let me know your suggestions in the comment box. Yes, protects sea organisms. How, Harish? Transportation, yes. Releasing of waste into river. Yes, we have the sources where the release of waste into the water is happening, because if you see in the course of this river Ganga, so we have number of industrial areas. So those industrial areas, they are releasing water, that is waste water, waste material directly into water without treatment, and even drainage is also released into water without treatment. And you are having lot of holy places across this river Ganga. So they are also contributing to the lot of pollution of this river Ganga. And what happened? So why we need this type of protecting of this river Ganga? Because so river Ganga is a national river and we have the national waterway. And next one here is, so it is providing the water facilities and irrigation facilities. And also river Ganga is having the importance in the religious area also, and spiritual purpose also. We have lot of value to this river Ganga. And next one is, we have lot of tourist areas so that we can develop the tourism across this river Ganga. Okay, and even river Ganga is also having a lot of biodiversity also. So we have to protect that biodiversity. So in all these areas, yes, there is a need of protecting of river Ganga. It is not hydropower plant, it is nuclear plant, Nagesh. That is Fukushima nuclear plant. So actually what was the incident is, so this because of tsunami, so it was a great nuclear disaster that happened in Japan, and even lot of water which is stuck in this Fukushima plant, and now here after some years, now here Japan government is planning to remove that water from that Fukushima plant, and they are releasing into the Pacific Ocean. And now because of this incident, because of this decision, now China said that we are going to ban fish imports from the Japan. Okay, is it clear, Nagesh? It is not hydropower plant, it is nuclear power plant. Yes, because of degenerating of water of Ganga, there is decrease in number of Gangetic dolphin. Okay, Kavya. Any doubt? Anyone? So let us see this topic in detail. Like, what is this National Mission on Clean Ganga? So in 7 years since government came up with this National Mission for Clean Ganga, so just about 20% of the sewage estimated to be generated in the 5 major states that lie along the river. So actually what happens, so one important point source for the pollution of this river Ganga is releasing of this sewage directly into the water, that is drainage water into this river water without proper treatment. So it is one important cause. So now already we came up with this scheme that is around 7 years, but only we have 20% of treatment plants had been considered or established. So this is one important issue. And if you see some details, so this is expected to increase about 33% by 2024. In next 2 years, we are going to have around 13% of increase. So this is a prospect, but we don't know what exactly it is going to happen, whether it is increased more than this 34% or whether it will be like below 30%. We don't have any idea. So according to the latest predictions by senior officials in this National Mission for Clean Ganga, so the treatment plants will be capable of treating about 60% of sewage by 2026. So these are the estimations. Okay. And here if you see this river Ganga map, so this is the river Ganga. Okay, it is divided into 2 parts. Finally, it will be entered into this Bay of Bengal. So here we have different tributaries. Here we have Yamuna, here we have Gomti, here we have Gagra, here we have Rapti, Gandak and Kosi. Here we have Damodar. So which river is called as Sorrow of Bengal and which river is called as Sorrow of Bihar? So 2 questions. Yes, fast. So if you see this map on the screen, you can easily answer the question. So which river is called as Sorrow of Bengal and which river is called as Sorrow of Bihar? Yes, Damodar and Kosi. Very good. It is not Bias Satya. So Bias, it is not at all there in this river system, in Ganges river system. It comes under Indus river system. Please do correct. River Damodar is called as Sorrow of Bengal and river Kosi is called as Sorrow of Bihar. Okay, so these questions already appeared in your UPSC and even in some state public service examination. You need to aware about this too. Okay. So this is the map and you have to see, and here we have river Yamuna. So for this river Yamuna we have tributaries like Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Darsan and Kane. Here we have Son. So you have to see from west to east arrangement. And in these rivers also you have to see the tributaries from west to east arrangement or east to west, from north to south or south to north. Is it clear? Very good. Very good, Lahari. And if you see about some facts regarding this national clean or national mission of clean Ganga, so this scheme is implemented by National Council for Rejuvenation, Protection and Management of River Ganga. So it is very important. It is also called as National Ganga Council. So when we came up with this in year 2011 under the Societies Registration Act of 1860, actually this mission it is mainly comes under the registered society, that is National Ganga Council comes under registered society. So what are the objectives of this mission? So first one is we have to focus on sewage treatment plants, and we have to go for establishment and installation of this sewage plant so that we can decrease the pollution. And next one is we have to maintain the continuity of water flow, and we have to maintain the surface flow and groundwater levels also, and even we have to protect natural vegetation of this area. We have to protect the natural vegetation of this area, and we have to conserve and regenerate aquatic biodiversity, and we have to focus on protection, rejuvenation, the management of the river. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? So I gave you one more mains practice question here, that is discuss the Navami Gange and National Mission for Clean Ganga programs and causes of mixed result from the previous schemes. So what quantum leaps can help to preserve this river Ganga better than incremental inputs? So already this question which asked in 2015. So how many of you are going to write answer for this question? Yes, very good, Kavya. So how many of you are going to write answer for this question? So introduction you can write about Navami Ganga and as well as National Mission for Clean Ganga. And in body you have to write about what are the reasons why we need this mission. And here you have to write way forward. And even you have a chance of writing what are the challenges, because the directive here is discuss. Discuss means whatever you want you can write, but focus on word limit. It's good, Kavi, Rasu, good, Mohan, Mahesh, Santil, Neetu, Kavya, Shiva. Okay, so at least try. So if you try, then only you can make a good answer. Good, Menaka. All the best for all of you who are going to write answer. Okay, so now let us move to our Hindu paper back. I discussed about this topic. And in this editorial page, there is one article regarding China's economic slowdown. So actually, what are the reasons for this economic slowdown of China? Any idea? Yes, you can send your copy in the comment box. Yes, one important reason here is because of increased population, because of China out policy. So actually many countries who are invested in this China, they are coming out of this China and they are searching for China plus one. And especially there are decreasing of investments in infrastructure, railways, highways, energy, construction sectors, etc. And actually the core problems which are faced by this China here is there is decreased consumption, there is regional inequality increased, and there is lack of social security. Okay, and even there is decreased exports of China. So because of these problems, now here China is facing economic slowdown. And even India came up with ban of a lot of apps of China. Okay, Lahari, all the best. So what is this China plus one? So for example, let us consider this as China. So in China there are number of companies they established, for example MNCs. So actually here why other countries they attracted towards China, because China is offering good policies for the easy resettlement and it is providing the cheap labor earlier, But now what happened? The cost of maintenance of these companies had been increased because of increasing of labor charges. Okay, now here China is not offering the cheap labor. So here these countries, they are coming out of China, and now they are searching for the alternate countries where they can increase the profits. Profit means they have to get good government policies, and government need to provide some subsidies, and the government should provide the cheap labor like that. So in that China plus one, India is the one destination. Is it clear? Happy? Okay, is it clear? And if you move on, I discuss this topic regarding Islamophobia. And from last 5 to 6 days, we are discussing about this inflation, and there might be increasing of inflation because of decrease in rainfall in this month of August. So the students who are focusing daily on current affairs and who are watching live every day, so they might be knowing about this topic of inflation, right? So do you know about the inflation topic? Tell me. Do you know, or shall I give you the idea? Yes, many know about this, right? Balaji, Nagesh, Kavya. Yes. Okay, Kavya. So in Saturday page, so you will be not getting editorials or articles in op-ed page. You can leave this ground zero page. And in this news page also, there is nothing much important, and most of the articles are political articles. So don't waste your time in reading all these articles. In this page, you can see article, it is regarding clean Ganga. So I discussed this. And here in this business page, you can see this article, that is August GST revenue eases to 3 months low of 1.59 lakh crore. So here, one important reason for decreasing of this GST because of communal violence, for example in Haryana and Manipur, that you can add here. Okay. And next one is Moody raises India's growth forecast to 6.7 from 5.5%. So Moody's, it is one of the important credit rating agency which give the details of growth forecast. And finally, what happened? It increased the forecast of India GDP from 5.5% to 6.7%. Here you have to see different credit rating agencies which are operating in India and even in the world. Thank you so much, Menka. Okay. And if you go back to this page, yeah. So in the world page, I saw one article, it is regarding Azerbaijan. 1 minute, I will show that. This is news page. Yeah, in this world page, here you can see one article, that is 4 soldiers killed, 3 injured in fresh clashes between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So actually in Armenia and Azerbaijan, there is conflict which is going on which area, that is Nagorno-Karabakh region. So here you have to see the map of this Armenian Azerbaijan. So here this is Azerbaijan and this is Armenia, and this is Nagorno-Karabakh region. So because of this region, always there will be the clashes which is going on between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijan, it is sharing the boundary with Caspian Sea but not Armenia. So this is very important fact. Is it clear? So as of now, once it is concluded, we will be getting updates. Thank you so much, Sanjeev. So now I want to give you a small information regarding mains answer writing practice course. So we in Rathod size, we came up with this mains answer writing practice course, and the new batch is going to start from September 4th. That is on upcoming Monday. So in this course, we are going to cover each and every part of your GS, which includes GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. So we are going to give you 1 year schedule, okay, for next 1 year. So in which week what you have to read according to our UPSC syllabus. And here we are going to give you daily one question for the practice based on our syllabus, and the questions are given based on both your static and current affairs. So GS1 is entirely static and GS4 is static, but current affairs questions you can get in GS2 and GS3. And there will be detailed evaluation of your answers, and even we will be going to give you the model answer for that question. And on Sunday you will be having essay or case study. So one Sunday you will be having essay practice and another Sunday you will be having case studies. So overall you are going to write 27 essays and 26 case studies in the next 1 year, and this course it is for 1 year, and the price here is 8,200 rupees for 1 year. And apart from that, the advantage you are going to get is, so we have live classes, so there we are going to discuss the points that you have to keep, and if there is any update on current affairs we are going to give the data there itself. And we will always boost our students to write. So if you have a phobia of writing answers, or if you are fearing about answer writing skills, so you can join this course. So even if you can't pay this amount in one go, you can pay in installments also. You can pay in 2 installments. And if you have any doubt regarding this course, you can call me on this number 8074765513. And one more thing is, there is free live orientation of mains answer writing today at 8 p.m. in YouTube. So come and join there. So if you have any doubt regarding mains answer writing, so there we are going to discuss your doubts also. Ma'am, I want to join again. I already had in next year. It helped me a lot. Thank you, Shruti. So why you want to join again? So please tell me your experience in this chat box so that others can understand how this course is helpful. We are not going to provide any books, Balaji. It is just answer writing course. So there we will be giving you the model answer. So it is regarding only GS. So current affairs course means, so we are thinking about that. So we will be telling you that soon. Okay, Neetu. So these are the important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So by this I am concluding, and please do join the today's live session at 8 p.m. on YouTube. And if you really like this video, hit the like button and share this video to your friends also.